stream on my phone. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Y'all don't know how hype I've been ready for this, man, because if say I want to meditate, right? Now I'm out just, out in the boonies or whatever. Why can't I bring you out there? Why do I have to wait to get the camera footage, to get the phone footage, the gimbal footage, all this other stuff? Why do I have to wait to be able to show you guys or tell you guys in the moment what I wanted to tell you, right? Because sometimes I'm in the moment and I have something I want to say. How can I say what I want to say whenever I can't go live, right? Let's back up, because my little baby niece actually watches me. Oh, my baby niece actually watches me, and like the last video that I did, she's like, but Uncle Vlogger, I couldn't really see you. I could only see your mouth. And I was like, oh, well, that's not good, so we gotta fix it for a baby. So guys, first and foremost, freaking welcome back. This week has been a powerhouse of videos, a powerhouse of content, and I've honestly been pushing things out like a horse. And I'm more proud of myself, this world, this community, and everything that has given me up until this point. I think I've dealt with the best way that I possibly could, different energies that have come back into my life, and process them in different ways for different scenarios. And there's one thing that kind of arose in my mind. I was doing these things on Instagram earlier, because I don't know, sometimes you get on your phone and you're just looking, and I was like, I wonder what the date is today. And then I was like, well, I wonder what my horoscope is for today. And then I was like, well, you know what? I wonder what my whole chart really is once I got into it. And I was like, you know what? I got into it. And I started looking into it, so I'm a Leo, August 12th, baby. Bro, going hard since 98, you know what I mean? Yes, sir, yes, sir. And so basically, so I started looking at my chart, right? And I was really astonished. I was thrown back because it wasn't, oops. Oh, the gimbal is messing up. Orientation is locked. Rotate back. Can you work for a second? Can you? So basically, I was thrown back a little bit because everything was on point. Everything that the chart was saying, everything that hold on, let me just get it off of the gimbal right quick for a second so that we can focus over here, guys. Yeah, I was reading my, oh snap, that's because the laptop turned off, and that's literally my power source for the gimbal right now, because I'm out on this beautiful little view area right here, baby. Getting that good, that good what, AK? Put it in the comments, that good prana, baby. 3, 2, 1. As soon as I looked at my phone, 3, 2, 1. I am in synchronicity beyond anything that I could possibly ever be. Look at this. Look at this. Skin clear. I'm a monk now. I am a straight up monk. Oh, baby. Yeah, give me the sun. Give me the sky. Give me everything you ever wanted to give me. Give it to me now, baby. And so I'm looking at my chart, right? Leo chart, and it's going in depth about like my spirituality. It's going in depth about my levels of energy, my love life, all this other stuff, and how partners will portray this way, or they'll think about this and this way. And is this thing charging? It is charging. And so I'm looking at it, I'm like, wow, that's really on spot. And there was one that actually spoke about children and the way that I perceive children. And keep in mind, guys, like, I am 22 years of age. I am a young bachelor at this point, like. And what I mean, by choice, yes, it's not like I'm like out here, I'm personally, I'm abstinent. It's not like I'm out here, just like trying to catch bodies, or anything like that. I've taken a long period of time to originally focus on myself after a long relationship. And then it just really became something that it was like, how much more can I focus on myself? How much more better can I actually become? Like, and I wonder, like, who really am I, and what can I do? To what extent can I actually fulfill this power that I think I have? And by golly, that's what I'm doing. I'm still in the process of doing it, but I'm the biggest, strongest I've ever been in my life. And I mean that physically, mentally, spiritually, everything. And so I'm seeing, you know what I'm saying? I'm seeing all these things, and it's like, you know, all this stuff, and it's talking about the children, how I look at them as like an extension of my own creativity. And I'm like, wow, yeah, you know, I really do. Because like, even with my baby niece, I am the same way with her. Like, I feel like I would be with my children. Like, I genuinely, I like to spark creative conversations with her. Like, I will be the type, I'll be talking to my niece. I mean, you know, we talk to what the hell? What just happened? Bush? Bop, pop. It's fine. Can we get off of this already? How do I go back to screen? Okay, cool. This is so weird right now. I'm sorry. It's like all in my face, and I can't. This is the first live, and this is what we're doing right now. But this is like my little area right here. Yo, what's up? Show you a little bit, you know, what we got going on. Man, enjoy this view, guys. Enjoy this sun. Look at this. You guys gotta go outside, man. Get some sun on you, baby. That good vitamin D. And just bask in this glory, man. But so what I was saying basically about my niece was that, you know, I consider her almost like a you know, a grown person. Like, I would spark a conversation in her, because I think in my mind, I'm like, yo, you know, when I was a kid, I had all these vivid and great ideas. I was like, and how come I never expressed them? I was like, there was nobody. Now I look back and I was like, there was nobody to express them to. Adults then didn't realize or expect that I would have something so groundbreaking then as a child. And like, I think back and I was like, wow, wait, how long ago was that? That was really long ago. And now I don't want to make that same mistake. And it's not really about making that same mistake. It's not about making the mistake and seeing it in a negative way. I've seen that all along. It's a characteristic within myself. And so when I see that, I want to do that for her, for them, for my children. I want to build an empire for them. And I want to talk to children. I want to talk to children. I want to see what's on her mind. So when she's like, you know, she's talking and she's like, oh, you know, and yeah, there's a way you can, you know, and I'm trying to figure out what is she talking about? Like, okay, she's referencing this as this thing, but that doesn't mean that it's really that thing. It could stand for something else. Children have different ways of symbolizing whatever they're speaking for, but doesn't mean that they're not right. It's like whenever they characterize like somebody touching them, you know, like a sexual misconduct, you know, of an adult and a children, they may say lollipop to reference a man's penis, but they're not, you know what I'm saying? They have similarities within them. So when I hear a child speak, I know there's greatness in there. I know, because I know in my own mind, I'm still a child. I've kept that. And that's a gift. To keep that in your grown ages as a grown man is a gift, because not many people have that. You walk around, there's so many boring ass guys nowadays, so many boring ass men. They don't know how to express themselves. They don't see that way. They don't speak up their mind. They don't do this. They don't do that. And you don't have to be one of those men. Being a man does not mean being tough and not showing your feelings. I mean, in certain cases, yeah, you control your energy in the way that you move, but that doesn't mean, you know, shut out the world and just not, you know, be open to your children, you know, or open to those kind of ideas and things like that. Because, my golly, that's one of the most finest treasures in this world, you know, to being able to be so adaptive to so many people. Babies, I can talk to the, you know, to mentally ill, anybody. I see a different body and soul and mind in that mind. I know that there's something in there. And so all that to say, there, fast forward, you know, I was really thinking about all my posts on Instagram. You know, you'll see, if you guys want to follow me on Instagram, that is Bambriz1. Damn, baby, give it to me. BAMBRIZ. Look at that. I'm losing hair right there, ain't I? Well, actually, I've kind of had that all along. I just never really cut my hair, and my hair's so long that, you know, it just kind of does this thing. But man, dude, that's beautiful. That sun feels so amazing. And so basically, yeah, Bambriz, BAMBRIZ1. You can follow me on Instagram. You can check out the post for yourself and see what I was talking about there. However, what I was saying about that was that every man at some given point some given time in your life, every man, and I don't care who you are, Bill Gates, who, I don't care who you are. Any man at some point in your life has to take a moment, a year, a 6-month period, some type of time, some sequential amount of time, period of time, and I specifically said time that many times so that you would understand that there is some amount of time, some specific set of time that you must take as a man in order to build your empire. Life, lust, and life is not about women. Your life should not revolve around women. Your goals, your achievements should not be granted to you via a woman. You should be able to find the willpower within yourself to achieve those things individually. Now, a woman should not complete you. That's the very wrong thing that I used to kind of hear a lot. And I was raised by a single mother, and so I've always learned to appreciate women, and I do a lot of things that women do because I grew up with women, and I know what women want. I know what women need. I know what a man needs to do in order to make women happy. Sometimes, because it didn't prove so fruitful for me at times. And so, but that was also one of my downfalls, because I didn't have enough male figures in my life, or the right male figure in my life, to have taught me these things. So I had to do it myself. And that's where the point that I'm at now. I'm a young man learning these things, and now I've taken more time to myself, really. And that's where your empire grows, gentlemen. That's where your empire grows. Because, like I said, listen very clearly. That many people say, like, oh, she completes me. Yeah, that's a hobble bobble baloney doney. A woman should never complete you. You should already be complete. A woman should only further complement you. Further complement your skills, your traits, your abilities, your life, your essence. She should not complete you. Hold on, let me switch that. If a woman completes you, you have failed as a man, or you are not complete in yourself. There's something wrong with you, either from your past, in the present now, or in the future. You're going to fail because you're reliant on someone else, and you can't do it by yourself. You don't have it in your guts to be able to do it on your own. You need somebody else. You haven't grown. You are a baby, is what it is. You are a baby, and you need someone else to be there for you and to say, oh, I'm good, I'm smart, I'm good looking, I'm this. They can feed me, they can do my clothes. You do your clothes. You put your shit in the washer machine. You cook your own breakfast. You make your own lunch and dinner. And by the time that you're so well orientated and you become such a man in your own manly cave, in your own manly things, you wake up, you work out, you have your own schedule. I do this, no, I do this. Hey, you want to do this? No, I have to do this. There is no more she's pushing you around. There is no more we're going to sit down and just do this. Sorry, babe, I got to get up. Sorry, hon, I got to get up. I have to do this. I got to work. I got to do this. No more is it just sit around. No more is it revolved around her. There is no she's in control, the traditional thing like this and that, or she's going to cook for me. No. You cook for yourself. I can cook too, babe. I can cook too. I can handle myself too. And that's why many men fail. Many men fail because early on in their age, look, listen, they get into this relationship. There's usually 3 relationships, okay? It usually works this way. 1, you're super lovey-dovey. It's usually when you're super young, youper young, and somebody crashes the delusion of what you thought the real true love was. Maybe your freshman year, right? Cool. They bombarded you. Second, then there's a little bit more of one wherever you're the one that's the devious one, right? And then, you kind of mess up. You're like, damn, yeah. And then third, Third is the one that not many people get past because third hurts. Because third is usually when you have now gotten this idea in your head that you got your shit together. You're like, I know what I want, and you do. You most definitely do. You are now in the zone. You know what you want, and most likely, like, you're like, oh, she's a good girl too. She's a great girl. You know what I mean? Like, she's got everything I want. You know what I mean? It usually works out. Kinda. Later down the road, you guys realize that neither of you really had your shit together. Yet. You realize this. But they are your biggest trial and tribulation to the next level. And what happens is many people will hang around in that relationship. Usually it becomes toxic. It becomes toxic, unfortunately, because you're so good for each other and you love each other so much that you can't help but want to save them and also not hurt them, but at the same time you don't want to lose them. So it's a little different type of emotions just coming over everyone in the freaking room. And let me put the gimbal up right now. Hold on, somebody's messaging me. Yeah, 1 second. Hold on. Oh, dude, this is so bad. I don't know what is going on with my mic. I don't know if it's because I'm on live or what the dealio is, but I'm about to put you guys in orientated mode. Here we go. So I can sit here and talk. All right, so we're talking about the relationship, right? Yeah, it gets a little... Oh, I was sitting on my camera. No. Wow, guys, this is like $2,000 worth of equipment just sat all over my cheeks. That was pretty good. Yeah. What happens? Both of you think that you have it together. What happens later on is this is the relationship to prove that you didn't. It's the one that gets you to the next level. The one that changes things. For the better, but it's usually the hardest one to let go of. Usually it is the hardest one to let go of. Many people. And listen to me, guys, okay? You're like, listen to me, for real, for a second. We get that. There's many women out here. There's many men out here. You're in a garden of roses, right? This world, the way it is, when something is meant for you, it is going to be for you. That will happen. Like, literally, I live on the idea that if she is meant to be, she will walk into that bar, that arena, that discussion 5 years later at some given point. She's going to walk in and you're going to be like, whoa, where, why, yo, what? You know, let's go, let's do, it'll happen, because that's how life happens when it's meant to be, and you guys' energy just kind of meshes back together. So don't ever feel like you just necessarily lost somebody, you know, like you're about to just die, you know, and it doesn't really exist. I used to take things really hard on myself, you know, and it was really because I was probably not dealing and coping with it the right way, just getting angry at the situation. And now I've learned to kind of process these emotions a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? I'm not perfect. I'm really not. I'm not. You know, I still get mad and everything like that, you know? What I was getting at, guys, is that if it's meant to be for you, it's going to be. So don't feel so upset about letting these people go. And then if she doesn't come back, well, there's your answer. You know, if he doesn't come back, well, there's your answer. If you never feel it again, there's your answer. There is your answer. If they don't try, there is your answer. If they don't bend the rules of the universe to try to get back to you, there is your answer. And even bending the rules of the universe is still the universe's rules, because it would not allow it to happen unless it was ready to happen. You better listen to me. You better listen right now. You better put down whatever you do. You better listen right now. And bald head is coming out now, baby. And another thing, and one of the most final things that I will really get at in this whole conversation that we were having right now, guys, because this is such a special moment right now, It's such a special moment that I'm admiring literally the hardwood of these walls right now. The hardwood of these walls. Just the beauty and the essence of this environment that I'm in right now. I'm admiring it. That's how beautiful this moment is right now for us, guys. And when I started this channel, remember how I said, I was like, when I travel so much, I'm gonna take you guys so y'all can see the beautiful places that I visit. I wish I could have done lives then, right? But look at where we're at now. Imagine whenever we are sitting on top of a penthouse loft, in New York City, in Los Angeles, in Seattle, Washington, sitting atop the Space Needle having this conversation right now, that lookout point down in mid-Chicago, whatever, right now, and we're doing that live. You know, imagine us having this same conversation later on. You know, like this is what I really made this channel for, so you can get the environment as well that I'm in and understand all of this. Now, okay, let's get back to the point where I was at. All right, so we let her go, right? We let them go. We let him go. Cool. Many people don't because of the comfort that they have. And what happens is that they don't evolve. They'll be the same person that they were in high school, in college, and they won't evolve. And that's partially ingrained in their subconscious. They're not ready to evolve. And the thing is that that's what separates us in life. Some people become really successful, some people don't. Some people want to become really successful. Some people are fine with the little trailer house and white picket fence. And some people are okay with this and this. And that's fine. Maybe. I know that there's a deeper desire in them to want to do it, but they don't know how, they can't, and they don't break from that shell because of comfort. They really, I want to say weak. You're weak. You're weak. Because you know in their mind, I know that a man for sure knows in their mind, yeah, at this moment in my life, or this girl's just not good for me. I love her to death, but for the thing that I want to do, she's not good for me. She doesn't fit the criteria of the woman that I need to be with in order to do that vision that I need to do. And maybe right now, for instance, me, I have to travel. I want to travel. I like to travel. I want to start this YouTube channel. The person I was with, I didn't really get that vibe. We didn't meet eye to eye on that specific thing. They had this idea of like, yeah, I'm gonna stay here, and I'm like, no, I don't. What the fuck? No. Hell no. And it's like, I love you to death, but I can't live constrained like this. And I won't be my 100 if I don't get this out of my system. And I love you to death. And it's gonna break me to let you go. But you gotta go. You gotta go where you gotta go, you know? And that's the same thing vice versa. I didn't fit that same prescription for whatever that person is and then and there. And so it has to happen. But like I said, that's not the end of your story. There's gonna come, you could have somebody else, you know, and somebody else may fit the description. Or, you know, like I said, they come back around in essence, bro. Life, you gotta start meditating. You gotta start drinking water out here, man. Where's my water? Oh yeah. Start drinking water, man, for real. And I recommend alkaline water. I used to be just straight up, you know, like spring water or like purified water is okay, but man, alkaline water does some numbers. You know, mix it up in there a little bit every now and then when you can, because it is a little expansive. So you do want to, like I said, mix it up a little bit because it is a little bit expansive. And yeah, guys, that's really the point of this whole video. Many people don't break from and remember, there's the 3 relationships. There's this one, the soft one, then the one where you kind of become devious, and then the one wherever you guys both think you have it, but it's the hardest one to let go of. And that usually happens in like your pre-adulthood, like your early adulthood, like let's say your college years, you know, college, usually. And that's the one many people don't break from, you know. They end up getting married because you're at that age you can. They stay together because of a kid. That's the worst reason to stay together. Forcing something because of that, because you know you're gonna be lonely, or because you think I'm not gonna find any better. Hell, maybe you don't need to find better, you just need to find yourself, person. you know? You just need to find yourself. And maybe you can mend each other, you know, along the way throughout those years. You can fix a lot of things that you fucked up in the past by focusing in the present. I'm speaking facts right now. You better listen right now. My coach in jiu-jitsu does this a lot, and I never understood what the hell. I thought somebody was talking all the time, but he's like, and I'm like, oh shit. But he gets your attention, so it works. And I don't know, I guess I picked it up, but you better listen right now. If it's not meant for you and you know in your head, don't hold that girl hostage. Because you guys are holding each other hostage through feelings, through emotions and things like that. Break it. It's tough, but you will come out on top. Both of you, for the mutual benefit. And I like to say this I'm like a really sympathetic guy. Like, I'm a really calm guy. I'm a really chill guy, you know, regardless of the way I feel like I may come off. I don't know how I come off, you know. That's your perception of me. I don't know what that is, you know. But I really like to lay it down low on you, because the reality of it is, yeah, you know, if you fucked up in the past, or you guys both fucked up in the past, or you're a continuous fuck up, like every now and then, like you just know, oh yeah, I'm about to fuck up. Like, oh yeah, we're fucking up. It's gonna happen. Oh yeah, I'm fishing for an argument. It's gonna happen. Take time to focus on you. Cut it. Like I said, don't hold that girl hostage. Don't let her hold you hostage, because you know that you're like, oh no, I can't trust her. Like, I get these feelings that like, she's not the one, or she's not this. Maybe she's not the one. She's not. She's beautiful, but she's not the one. So cut that. Cut that shit ASAP. What happens over those next period of months, years, da-da-da. And this takes years. You got to understand, this does not happen overnight. The process, you may not even have already been in the spiritual awakening process before once you were in your relationship. It may be that relationship that causes you to hit that point where you're like, wow, yeah, okay, I got to get this together. Take that time to focus on you, because that is the you that you need to become in order to have them or have better in your life. Because depending on what you change in your life and the way that you know, arrange your future, it ties up with whoever arranges their future the same way. And sooner or later, everything works out in your favor. But you got to do things right. You got to drink water. You have to quit blaming other people for the shit that you've done. You got to quit blaming the world for everything else, because everything that's happening to you, you caused it. You. Not me. You. Me for myself, I am you. Who are you? I am me. You are him. He is you. Anyway, we got that. That's really funny. That level that you're without somebody really grows you, man. You learn to be by yourself. You learn these other things. You learn the spirituality. You learn things about yourself, like deep things about yourself, about the way that you bond with other people. And man, like I'm telling you, life works in so many weird ways. So just run your path. And I promise you, it comes to you. It all comes right back to you. What's meant for you, baby, is gonna come your way. You just gotta do things the right way. So men, if we learned anything today, create your own empire. Don't pedestal women. They are amazing creatures. They are amazing, beautiful creatures. But worry about yourself first. Build your own empire. Don't be ready to rush into things because you yourself are still a baby. Third, what's meant to be for you will be for you. You do have to work to get what you want. You can't just say, yo, I'm gonna be a thousandaire. How the hell are you gonna be a thousandaire? Dude, you work at McDonald's and you waste half of your paycheck on weed and then you buy like $100 worth of booze. So tell me how that's gonna work out for you, bro. Tell me. It won't. Trust me. I know. It does not work. The calculations just do not add up. You got this guy squandering cans and drinking just water, eating canned food. You know what I mean? He takes his paycheck. He scounds every piece and inch of money that he possibly can. He sacrifices having a girlfriend because of the expenses. He sacrifices love because of the focus, the concentration. He does that for a year too. And how far ahead is that guy going to be compared to the guy that works at McDonald's and comes home to his girlfriend and they smoke pot all night? 30-30, I just seen it. I'm in synchronicity. You're telling me that I'm not right? Think about that, man. And then tell me what you think. That is the very first live of this whole channel. Not like, I want to say first live off a remote location that is not my laptop / PC, whatever device, you know? This is amazing. Amazing. So thank you guys. Thank you everyone who watches this channel. Thank you everyone who feels inspired by the things that I say. Thank you everyone who actually takes the time to listen to these things and process them, relate to them, because you, my friends, are going to grow into something that has never been seen before, something beyond words. I don't practice this shit. I don't need to. I am a freaking speaker from the top of my mind. 3131. I just seen it again. I don't have to. It's there. It's here. But given through me through that higher power. This is a gift that I've been given. And I've been chosen for a reason to give you this gift. This is the life that I live. This is the life that I chose. There's been many hardships in this life, but those are only trials and tribulations that were granted to me to be able to be here now in this given moment and be able to provide this to you. So, mwah, I love you guys. Make sure you like this video. If you are not subscribed to the channel, make sure that you do click the subscription button down there. Sign up for notifications via the bell alert button. And that's all I have for you today. Thank you for listening, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Oh, that was so awesome. That was beautiful. A whole live.